Please welcome Akshata Kumar.
Hi everyone, and thank you so much for being here. And welcome to our session, Don't Lose Sleep, Let AI Handle Customer Service for You. My name is Akshata Kumar, and I'm a product manager here at Amazon's Seller Customer Service. Our mission at Seller Customer Service is to enable the best-in-class customer service experience by empowering you with tools and insights that help you provide efficient, effective, and trustworthy customer service to your customers. My team and I are excited to introduce you to the Seller Messaging Assistant, an intelligent chatbot that provides 24/7 instant responses to customers seeking order-related information. Buyer Seller Messaging, a solution that lets you directly communicate with your customers who need support. And finally, we'd like to share with you some of the steps that we are taking to ensure that the communication between you and your buyers are safe and trustworthy. So for those of you who haven't heard about the Seller Messaging Assistant, think of it as your own automated customer service representative that is able to answer the easy questions for your customers, helping you reclaim your time so that you can channel it towards growing your business. And this is at no additional cost to you. The Seller Messaging Assistant, or the SMA for short, is an AI-driven chatbot that automatically resolves customer contacts instead of these contacts showing up in your inbox as a message in need of a reply. The SMA provides self-service options to customers so that they can get instant support for their queries on MFN orders, or get any pre-purchase questions answered for both MFN and FBA products. So order-related queries could include questions around order tracking, returns and refunds, cancellations, invoices, etc. Similarly, pre-purchase questions could include queries around product return policies, installation guidelines, product details, etc. So how does the SMA work? Before the SMA, customers directed their product and order-related questions to you via the Buyer-Seller Messaging Platform, or BSM. When SMA came along, resolutions to many of these inquiries became automated, thereby preventing the need for back-and-forth communications on simple questions between you and your customers. Customers can select from several help topics presented in the SMA. On selection, the SMA understands the customer's query and follows a series of steps to help resolve the customer's issue, always operating within Amazon's guidelines. If, for some reason, the SMA is unable to provide a resolution, or if the buyer is unhappy with the resolution that the SMA has provided, they can still opt to contact you by sending you a message through the SMA. Today, the SMA is available in 21 stores, and customers can reach the SMA from various points on Amazon, such as the Contact Seller button on the customer service page, the Ask a Question button on the seller profile page, or as shown here, the Contact Seller button on the Your Orders page. Using the entry points that I just mentioned, customers can reach the SMA where they can seek help on a variety of topics. For post-purchase questions, the SMA takes into account the customer's order status and presents a set of predefined help topics or information designed to address various customer queries. Each of these topics guides the buyers through a series of steps where they can find solutions to the most common issues. The ability to self-serve empowers customers to find the information they need at their convenience, saving you time while continuing to maintain your customer relationships. Now that you have an idea of what the SMA is, I'd like to introduce you to Raghuveer, who will walk you through the SMA experience.
Thank you, Akshata, for sharing valuable information on the SMA. Hi, everyone. I am thrilled to show you what SMA has to offer to your customers. Over the past several months, we have introduced multiple new features, which included providing better shipping status visibility to your customers based on the information that you have provided. We have provided instructions on handling returns for your customers in case they faced order issues, like they have received wrong order or a damaged order. We have also improved SMA's ability to understand customer description of an issue, so we can provide them with automated resolutions and help your customer get faster resolutions. And in case they are not happy with the resolution, of course, they can send a message to you so you can help them. Let me ask you a question. Do you know what is the most common reason that customers contact? And as you may have already guessed, it's shipping. Most customers contact because they want to know when their order will be delivered. Now that reminds me, I have placed an order a few days back, and I'm not sure I have really received the order. Let me try and contact you to see if you can help me. As shown on this slide, my journey to contacting you starts with SMA. SMA initially shows multiple options. From what you can see here, the very first option shows, when will I get this? And that's exactly what I'm looking for. When I click on that option, SMA shows me the most recent tracking status, which includes the tracking ID, the carrier, and the detailed progress tracker in case, as a customer, I want to see the step-by-step progress of my shipment. And most importantly, on the very top, it shows the current status, which says my item is delivered. That definitely saves me a lot of time. And I believe it saves you a lot of time too. And in this case, my item is delivered on time. Maybe in some cases, the item is running late, or it's just in transit. SMA's duty is to make it clear and transparent to the customer, so we generate positive customer experience. Like I have mentioned previously, we have improved SMA's ability to understand customer description of an issue. We have leveraged something called as natural language understanding, or NLU, within the SMA to analyze customer inquiries so we can accurately guide them to the right automation so they can get faster and more efficient resolutions. As shown on this slide, customer here is using the input text box to explain his concern. And SMA is able to understand the customer's problem here, which is he's having trouble with the shipping, and is able to show the shipping information. This will help customers get the appropriate resolutions without having to contacting you. And of course, like I mentioned previously, if the customer is not happy with the resolution or he sees something wrong with the shipment, he can obviously contact you so you can help your customer with the appropriate resolutions. So far, I have talked about post-purchase scenarios. What about pre-purchase? What if the customer has a product question? What if he has something that he cannot directly see on the product details page and he's trying to get the answer? Can SMA help with those questions? And the answer is yes. SMA can help your customer with the product questions as well. As you can see on the example here, the customer has a question around the length of the ball hitch, and SMA is able to respond with the exact dimensions of the product of the ball hitch using the details that it collected from the product details page of that product on Amazon. SMA's role in assisting your customer with pre-purchase scenarios is to get your customer faster and more efficient resolutions, so there is a higher likelihood of your customer completing their purchase journey with you. So what can you do as a seller to help your customer get faster resolutions? All you need to do is just keep your product page up to date so SMA can pull the information from there. No matter whether the information is in the product details, product title, or somewhere in the FAQs, or hidden deep inside hundreds and thousands of customer reviews, SMA is able to pull that information to help quickly answer your customer questions. And like I mentioned previously, if the customer is not happy with the answer SMA provided, or SMA is unable to find the answer from the product details page, customer will be directed to contact you so you can help your customer get the right answer. As we continue to refine SMA's abilities, we are committed to empowering you to be able to provide an enriching customer service experience to your customers. So far, this year, SMA has automatically resolved more than 19 million contacts year to date, and we are on track to completing more than 33 million post-order contacts by the end of the year. Not just that, we have refined the quality of the resolutions as well. So the customer satisfaction went up by 15%. And what we are looking forward is, going forward, we want to partner with you to even further automate responses and quickly provide answers to your customers to deliver top-tier customer service on your behalf. Now let me introduce you to Heather, who will talk about buyer-seller messaging.
Thank you, Raghu and Akshatha, for sharing all the wonderful things that the Seller Messaging Assistant can do for sellers and for customers. I'd like to take a few minutes to introduce you to buyer-seller messaging and share some tips on how to provide quality customer service for your customers. As you've heard from Akshatha, for the cases where customers do not receive self-serve resolutions, they can contact you directly by sending a message through the Seller Messaging Assistant. Whether you use email or Seller Central to manage your messages, when a customer sends you a message through Seller Messaging Assistant, it will come directly to your inbox. As seen here in the Seller Central inbox experience, which is designed to help you manage your customer communications on a case-by-case basis. As sellers, you have the opportunity to reach hundreds of millions of customers that shop on Amazon, and providing great customer service before, after, and during a purchase encourages those customers to buy from you again. Excellent customer service is worth the investment because it results in positive seller ratings, word-of-mouth referrals, and ultimately more sales. We recognize that each interaction you have with a customer is a valuable opportunity for you to engage and deliver the best experience possible. Amazon trains customer service associates to keep the following guidelines in mind for every single contact they have with customers. And as sellers, you can follow the same to provide a positive customer experience for your customers. First, treat every customer as your friend. Be friendly and polite, be your best professional self, and show respect by being fair and honest. Be upbeat, empathetic, and patient. And deliver on your promises. Keep current on changes and aware of new information. Approach the situation recognizing that each customer's need is unique. 2, know your customer. Listen to their problem and think through how it may impact them. With email, use simple and direct language that's easy to understand. 3, never guess. Carefully evaluate each customer question and answer it. Be precise, say with confidence what you know to be true and relevant. Do not speculate. When the answer is not available, say so in order to preserve customer trust. 4, solve the problem. Partner with your customers. Find the solution that meets their unique needs. Seek out and use the available resources to make things right. And in the end, just know that solving the problem is what matters the most. 3 things that you can do to improve your customer service are sending quality communications, using empathy, and being efficient in your messages. Remember, quality communication is conversational, efficient, helpful, personal, direct, friendly, positive, and simple. Practicing these principles will help you deliver professional customer service every time. In the context of customer service, empathy means striving to care for your customers in a considerate manner, where you put yourself in their shoes and you reinforce that feeling with action. To practice empathy with customers, consider the 5 A's of empathy: acknowledge, appreciate, assure, action, apologize. Empathy fuels connections and allows you to partner with your customer. Using empathy helps you build your customers' trust in your product and your service. Another way to improve your customer service is look for ways to make it more efficient. You could establish a checklist and work through every customer contact. That way, your responses are thorough, considerate, consistent, and prompt. While we recognize that you and your customers are unique, there are still common scenarios across customer communications. Over time, you may notice a pattern in your customers' questions and your responses to them. For the most common replies, we've created templated reply messages to help you manage your customer service efficiently and effectively. For some cases, we've crafted reply messages and automatically process customer service transactions required to complete the request. In the example here, the template is used to quickly reply to a customer request for an order cancellation, and subsequently, the order is canceled automatically on your behalf. Similarly, there are options for you to create your own tailored replies through templates. For scenarios we may not support, you can create your own custom replies. Templated replies are aimed at reducing the time it takes for you to complete common tasks while providing your customers with the best experience for their situation. While it's important to create a positive customer service experience, it's also critical to follow Amazon's communication guidelines to ensure that these interactions are safe and professional. Amazon's communication guidelines are a set of rules designed to protect both customers and your businesses. These guidelines apply to any interactions that you have between customers, whether their conversation takes place over email, third-party apps, or directly in Seller Central. I'd like to introduce you to Sasi to talk to you more about these communication guidelines, how we leverage technology to ensure that trustworthy communications occur between you and your customers, and some of the things that you can do to help.
All right, thank you, Heather. That's right, sellers, rest assured that you are communicating in a safe and trustworthy space. As Heather mentioned, Amazon's communication guidelines are designed to protect both customers and your business. While you all do a great job, what I would like to share here is communication guideline tips and tricks that provide quality customer service and how we use communication guidelines for bad actor prevention. To adhere to communication guidelines, take the following steps. If you're including links, be sure to include explanatory text such as click here to leave a product review. That really helps customers understand what the text is about and what they need to do in that situation. Limit attachments to resources that help answer questions like product instructions, warranty information, shipping labels, and invoices. Format your message simply to help customers read your message with fewer distractions. We recommend that you do not leave any large spaces. Make sure that text isn't centered, and check the spelling and grammar errors. You should also avoid the following actions which violate Amazon's communication guidelines. Don't incentivize or persuade customers to send positive reviews or seller feedback. This includes offering compensation of any kind, like money, gift cards, free or discounted products, refunds, rebates, reimbursements, or any other future benefits. Don't include any tracking pixels in your message. A tracking pixel is a small 1 pixel by 1 pixel image that marketers use to measure a user interaction with content. For example, the use is to review whether or not someone opened their email or landed on specific web page. Don't use emojis, emoticons, or animated GIFs. Don't include offensive or sensitive content like bare skin, violence, or gore. Don't send email addresses or telephone numbers. This is especially important to not let your personal information leak in any situation. Since Amazon sends shipping and order confirmation emails, don't send your own versions of these emails. It just confuses customers. Don't request or update or removal of product review. Don't send any marketing or promotional messages, including coupons. You can include your business logo, but don't embed a link to your website that takes traffic outside of Amazon's website. If you send an email to a customer from an email other than your registered buyer-seller email alias or another approved email alias, your message will be rejected. Now that we have covered communication guidelines, let's talk about how these are meant to keep you safe. It's unfortunate, but the reality is that there are bad actors out there that are looking to commit acts of fraud, get login credentials, take over accounts, or divert you outside of protected Amazon environment. Here you will see an example of a bad actor posing as Amazon employee and reaching out to sellers via BSM to request they enter their account credentials through an external URL. It is important to remember that Amazon will never contact you via BSM for security reasons. The second example is a bad actor posing as a buyer attempting to divert seller outside of Amazon to WeChat to continue conversation outside the secure walls of Amazon environment. Behind the scenes, Amazon invests heavily in AI technology to identify suspicious behavior and prevent abusive activity. Continuous improvement to both tech and process ensures buyer-seller messaging communication fosters trust between you and your customers. We understand the value this security offers for your business and continue to prioritize a trustworthy communications environment. But as sellers, you are on the front lines and can be very helpful in identifying questionable activity. Please follow Amazon's policies meant to keep you and your customers safe. While it may seem innocent to request a customer follow you on Instagram, there are some serious safety concerns associated with this form of diversion. Familiarize yourself with Amazon communication policies to keep the Amazon messaging services free from fraud, attempts to divert communications outside of Amazon, or other forms of bad actor behavior. Every buyer-seller messaging provides you with an avenue to report questionable activity. We take this very seriously and encourage you to use this feature as a signal to us. Please report any and all questionable activity. In closing, I'd just like to repeat that Amazon will never contact you through BSM with security concerns. Okay, so what next? We will continue leveraging cutting-edge technology to automatically resolve contacts on your behalf where it makes sense. We will leverage technology to provide you with insights on your CS. All of this will give you time back to manage and grow your business. We're excited and grateful to be on this journey together with you. Thank you very much for your time. We wish you all the best. To provide feedback about this session and earn points to climb the leaderboard, use in-app QR scanner to scan this code. Then select Surveys from the panel on the right side. Thank you.